Two, 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 two. Shit, this is live. I am thinking, what the hell am I typing here? What the fuck is this? Oops. Welcome back, beautiful people. Today we're driving into a fun prototype concept in Unity. A baggage carousel game where you'll get to manipulate the carousel to deliver packages to the right destinations. I got this idea just by being in an airport and thinking what the hell is going on behind the scenes that they managed to get your luggage where they should, to the conveyor belt that you're waiting on. So this is a perfect example of how a simple mechanic can turn into engaging gameplay. And we'll go through setting up the basics, moving the conveyor, animating it, adding just the right amount of challenge as packages pile up, and let's start getting this idea to life one step at a time. We're gonna use, as usual, basic shapes from Unity. We'll start with the cylinder. Where is this cylinder? It's at some position, rotated like this around x-axis and rotated against y, because we want it to face forward, and that will also be the direction that this conveyor belt pushes packages. We're gonna move it a bit forward, duplicated, and this one is gonna go back, and we're gonna add a cube that will be the platform the packages will be staying on. Reset its position, scale it on x by 2, 0.1 on y, and 2 or 3, oops, 3. Let's go into ISO mode and figure out where to place it. And I think this 0.45, yes. And also another one at below, and this should be our conveyor belt. What do we have here? We have a capsule collider. No, we're gonna use a mesh collider here. Better approximates the shape of the cylinder. This one as well. Mesh collider, make it convex. Great. Now, let's get out of ISO before we throw up, and let's add some sides to it. Another cube, reset it. Okay, it will be as long as, oops, as long I said, but will be 0.1 on X, and let's go back to ISO and move it here. 1.05, yeah, and I think we should move it a bit higher. Where is this? 0.5, 0.75. Is it a bit too too tall? 0.5, 75. Yeah, I think this will do. And we're gonna duplicate it and move one onto the other side. It should be, oops, this should be minus. And we have a bit of a conveyor belt, right? And we string a bunch of these together and we get our baggage carousel. And I think this is good enough for now. We're gonna make a prefab folder, prefabs. I'm gonna grab all of these and create an empty parent for them, and this will be a conveyor battle. Yeah, prefabs. Drop it here. Right. Now, how should the game look like? Just to test out if this gameplay has any potential, I'm thinking we're gonna make two conveyor belts coming from the left and right. I'm looking down the hallway, let's say. These conveyor belts will both drop their packages against a middle one that's going forward, and the middle one will be able to manipulate and direct towards a colored wall, let's say. It will have a few colors on it. The packages will also be colored, and we have to direct the conveyor belt to deliver the same colored packages to the same colored wall. I think I'm better at designing this than I am at explaining, so let's figure out how to do this. So this is the camera, so this is the conveyor belt, and the conveyor belt has a bit of a problem. Not reset. Now it's reset, but the pivot should be in the center, not as it is right now, and that is because we made a mistake when we created the parent. The parent wasn't reset. Right. So there's many ways to fix this. We're gonna drop it here. We are going to remove the where is prefab, unpack completely. I'm gonna remove the parent. These are all in the center of the world. I'm gonna create another empty conveyor belt object. Let's reset its position. Grab all of these, drop them under as a child, delete this old one and replace it like this. So now this one has the pivot in the center. Okay, right. I was saying we have the camera here and the conveyor belt here. We are going to like this, splitting some mistake, and white to be much higher. For example, like this, also the blue, much of them, so we can see. Having to make it another one on the other side. This is like this. Right. Let's take another one. onto one. Like this. Yeah. And we'll another one. This mobile. Or should I? Touch. This. And look at higher. Down. Yeah, I think this should work. However, we haven't tested how this whole thing works physically and how it pushes packages like a proper conveyor belt. So what I'm thinking, the packages will be just some cubes. Where are you, cube? Come here. Oh, oh, I lost it. Ah, that's too big. 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. I think this one is better. So this would be a package. It drops down. When it touches the conveyor belt, it gets pushed in this direction. Except for the sides that shouldn't be participating in this pushing act. Everything else should. So let's do some layers here. Layer, package, conveyor belt, that, and conveyor. Nah, that's it. That's enough. And let's just. This is the conveyor belt. All children except for these two. This will be default layer. The package. Oops, I pressed something here. The package will be on package layer. And now, because it has too many colliders on it, should I add the script that pushes the package on the script or on the conveyor belt? I'm thinking to place it on the package. This is how it feels like it should now. It should be simpler, and we want to test if this thing works or not. So this script will be handling pushing the package. Package, where is package pusher? Let's call it like this. Open it in Rider. Yes. Right. We get rid of all the crap and we do this. On collision stay. What the hell did I? On collision stay. So as long as it's in collision with something, and that something has to be on the layer other game object layer equals not player. Where did you get this player? Water. I haven't saved the scene. Or the project, so it doesn't know about the layer changes. And now it should. Oops. Conveyor belt. So we are only interested if it's in a collision with the conveyor belt. So as long as it touches this one, push the object. Let's get the rigid body. private rigid body. I'm not gonna get it on awake. What the hell am I typing here? What the fuck is this? Rigid body, get component rigid body. Rigid body, add force. no, add force at position. And that position is the contact point, right? We do not want to push the object like from the center of it. We want to push it where it touches the conveyor belt. We're going to add force at the position of where they touch. So the simplest way to get this position, it will be just to take our collider, private collider, okay, the component collider. So we get our collider closest point to other transform position. The force is the first, and the force would be a, let's say, let's put a serialized field here, push force equals 5, 5 units, and push force will be multiplied by other transform forward. So we're gonna take the forward direction of the conveyor belt and push this object, which is the package, in that direction. Let's see what have we done here. So I need to add this script on the hello. Did Unity just freeze? Let's see what we've done. So we need to add this package pusher script to the package. I don't know, move it up. Let's be the first thing we see. And the script is doing what we said it to do. Okay, we should start it. Let's move the gameplay area out of here. I don't need to see it for now. And it won't work if it doesn't have a rigid body on it. So yeah, let's see. Boom. And nothing happens. Is it because the force is too small? Yeah. Right. So we need a much bigger force to push this. Oh my god. Does it look fun enough? Right. But I think we need to do something. Let's remove the friction between these surfaces. So let's call it physics. What did I write? Physics material. And just make a physics material, call it low friction, and put like 0.2 and 0.2 here. So the cube will have this material on it, and also the conveyor belts on all of them, their colliders. So I cannot select them all at the same time. So I'm gonna have to do this, but I think these can be selected because these are box colliders. The other one was a mesh collider. And I think right now the force should be much greater than what we need. Yeah, so I think right now we can use a much smaller force. Let's see. Yeah, this looks much better. We don't want the packages to fly towards the wall. We want to give the player a bit of time to figure out where he needs to direct the what? The conveyor belt. These should do the same thing as the other ones. Oh, boom, boom, boom. How does it look when you look from not free aspect, from this angle? You see a bit of a package, and it drops, and it goes. Right. What do we need to do now? We need to collect the packages somewhere. Onto one main conveyor belt. Let's go to play mode. We have our package. Hello package. And it drops, and it drops, and it... Oops. Oopsie daisy. So I think, yeah, there's too much, way less friction, and the force is not enough, so we're gonna do something else here. We are going to push them against each other like this. Oh, I'm in play mode. Push them like this. Oops. Yeah, I think that's better. I think I moved it. Zero 0.49. And god damn it, lost it again. And something like this. Let's see how it works. How we do. One package coming and gets pushed, and it goes where it should. Now, so I'm thinking this part of the conveyor belt is the one that we can direct to different positions. So we are going to build the wall, delivery wall, which will be a bunch of cubes. Delivery wall. Let's see where it is. Don't like where it is. It should be here. Here, and this should be 5 by 5. We are going to have a bunch of these. Let's look from the front. So let's make it a prefab. Okay, so duplicate it, place it here. Should place one up higher and this one here, kinda. So this is where you should be delivering the packages. Right. How do you deliver these packages? Well, you just click on them. And what should happen? The conveyor belt should start moving towards that wall, right? And it should be animated. So let's take the part of the conveyor belt that we want to animate. This. And add a parent. No, let's make a create empty. We set it, and its name is animated conveyor. Right. And this animated conveyor has all these as children. I'm gonna make another folder here called animation. Animation. And we're going to add an animator. Create animation controller. Conveyor. Animation controller. And drop it in here and let's see it. It will have some triggers, right? Let's then name them by colors. What the hell am I doing? I just added the layer. No, I need a trigger. Let's see the colors. Red, yellow, green, and blue. Blue. I said blue, I wrote something else. Now, these walls will have some colors, right? And let's make the materials for them. Materials. And let's do a material. Red. This will be red. We're gonna make another one. Call it green. Go to green here, which is this nice shade of a green. I said yellow. Yellow is ish, yeah. Almost had it. And blue. Blue. Right. Right, this one is going to be the blue one, the green one, the red one, and the yellow. Nice. Such art. Let's get out of ISO, please. Let's take the animated conveyor and drop the animator right here. And for the red part, right, let's do the animation. Control 6, bring the animation tab. To begin animating, create an animation clip. Let's create an animation clip. It shouldn't be in materials, it should be in animation. And this animation is blue. First one, right? The first one here. Let's record. So the end result after 1 second would have to look something like this. This is the animation. Nice. Let's look at green animation. This one also starts from that position, and after 1 second it should reach this position. Nice. Let's make the red one, and this is the red one. I think this should be enough. And the last one will be yellow. And at 1 second here, press record. Oops, that one. Yep. So this one goes like this. The red one goes like this. The green one goes like this. Let's look at the animator. And we should also have the like an idle animation, or the default. This is it. This is the default. The default will be the default state, and these will be triggered with the respective triggers. God damn it. This is blue, should be triggered by blue, this one by green, this one by red, and this one by yellow. I think for this episode we have covered the basics. We have created the conveyor belts, they can push packages, we have created the wall, and we also created the animation to move the conveyor belt to deliver the packages. Stay tuned for the next episode.